Welcome to our live stream on Jaiva Dharma, chapter 36. And we're in Radhakund today, and it's Wednesday, the 7th of October, of August. Wednesday, the 7th of August, 2024. So we'll have a kirtan and then we'll begin. Namo Vishnu Padaya Aradhikaya Priyatmane Shri Shri Bhakti Vedanta Narayaniti Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Dishatarine Namo Vishnu Padaya Gaura Prasthaya Bhutale Shri Shri Bhakti Pragyana Keshaviti Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Oh, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Nityananda Rai, Jaya Nityananda Rai, 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 Jaya Sachi Nandan, Jaya Gaura Hari, Sachi Nandan, Jaya Gaura Hari, Sachi-Nandan Jaya Gaura Hari, Sachi-Nandan Jaya Gaura. Oh Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe, Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe, Jaya Vrishabhanu Nandini Radhe Radhe, Vrishabhanu Nandini Radhe Radhe, Vrishabhanu Nandini Radhe Radhe, Vrishabhanu Nandini Radhe, O Radhe, 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 Radhe. Jai Shri Shri Guru Garanga Ganhabika Giridhari Radha Govinda Ju Ki Jai Vrishabhanu Nandini Bhajeshwari Radharani Ki Jai Nityananda Rai Ki Jai Satchinandana Gaura Hari Ki Jai Jai Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Asto Tarasara Shishimad Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Asto Tarasara Shishimad Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Asto Tarasara Shishimad Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Jagat Guru Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Asto Tarasara Shishimad Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Paramahamsa Mahabhagavat Srila Gaura Kishodas Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Saptam Goswami Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai Jai Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Srila Baladevi Dibhushan Gaudi Vedantacharya Ki Jai Jai Rasik Siromani Srila Vishnath Chakravarti Thakur Ki Jai Jai Narottam Srinivas Shyamananda Prabhu Traya Ki Jai Jai Srila Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami Ki Jai Jai Shri Rup Sanatan Shibata Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bharadasa Raghunath Sad Goswami Prabhu's Ki Jai Jai Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai Jai Swarup Damodar Rai Ramananda Gaura Parsada Ki Jai Namacharya Shulahardas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Sikahol Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Shri Gauda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Antadvip Mayapur Simantadvip Gautranadvip Madhyadvip Koladip, Ritudip, Janadip, Modandip, Rududip, Apmakanavadip, Dham Ki Jai. Shishi Radha, Krishna Gopa, Gopiko, Govardhan, Dwarasavar Matmika, Shri Braja Mandal Ki Jai. Shri Radha Kun, Shama Kun, Ganga Jamuna Devi, Bhakti Devi, Tulsi Devi Ki Jai. Shrimati Brinda Devi Maharani Ki Jai. Shrimati Yogamaya Maharani Ki Jai. Jai Gopishwa Mahadev Ki Jai. Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Sudarshan Chakra Ki Jai. Ketra Mandal Ki Jai. Sarva Vigna Vanasa Karishina Shingadev Bhagavan Ki Jai. Bhakta Prabha Shri Prahlad Maharaj Ki Jai. Charidam Ki Jai. Chari Sampradaya Ki Jai. Chari Acharya Ki Jai. Akadamat Raj Shri Chaitanya Mat Ki Jai. Shri Keshavji Gaudiya Mat Ki Jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Anantakota Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Samagata Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol. Om Aginati Mirandasya Gyananjala Shalakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Jina Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Guruve Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadavaktaya Namo Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Shtapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Priya Sarupe, Dayata Sarupe, Prema Sarupe, Sahajibi Rupe, Nijana Rupe, Prabhueka Rupe, Tatana Rupe, Svabila Sarupe, Anapita Chirim Chirat, Kurunavarti Nokalo, Samarapaitam Unnata Ujvala Rasam Swabhakti Shriyam, Hari Purata Sundarata Digatamba Satapita, Sada Hridare Kandare Spadatu Vasachinandanaha, Yam Pravajantamana Petyam Apeti Krityam, Dvaipaino Viraha Katara Ajuhava Putre Titam Mayatayo Tarabo Vinidus Tam Sarvabhutam Munim Hrinimuramanatosmi Bhaktiya Vihina Aparada Lakshay Shiptascha Karmadita Rangamadye Kripa Maitvam Sharanam Prapana Brinde Namaste Charanarvindam Pajami Radam Aravinda Netram Smarami Radam Marudashmitasyam Vadami Radam Karuna Bharatram Tatoma Manastikatina Kapi Tavaivasmi Najiva Mitvaivina Iti Vignai Radhe Tvam Nailam Charanantikam. First of all, offering millions and millions of Dandavat pranams unto the lotus feet of my most beloved Gurudev, Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Astotar Sarashi Shimad Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And I'm offering the same millions of times unto the lotus feet of our beloved Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And again, I'm offering Dandavat pranams to our demos Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namane Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanugavahite, and all our illustrious Rupanuga Guru Varga, and all the Vaishnava Vaishnavi devotees of the Lord, my Dandavat pranams to all of you. Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhuvevicha, Patitanam Pavnivyo Vaishnave Namo Namaha. So, we'll chant our Falshruti in glorification of this remarkable Shastra, Jaiva Dharma. We're in the last 4 verses now, page 831. Jaiva Dhamma Pateshe Shura Bhakti Hoy, Jaiva Dhamma Na Padile Kavi Bhakti Noy. One who reads Jaiva Dhamma with faithful deliberation will surely attain Shuddha Bhakti. But one who does not read Jaiva Dhamma can never attain Bhakti. This reading with faithful deliberation is a practice. We have to practice reading carefully, not just glossing through the texts. We should practice this, deliberating on every sentence, especially in Jaiva Dhamma. Every sentence is pregnant with potency and siddhantas and direction and focus. So we have to read with faithful deliberation, and then we can attain Shuddha Bhakti. So there's a qualification here. It's not just reading and then you will attain Shuddha Bhakti, but with faithful deliberation. If we chant sufficiently, that deliberation will come very simply. But if we're not chanting at all, or minimal, or in a distracted way, then we're not going to be able to actually enter the subject matters. The potency of the holy name will act on the consciousness to let us appreciate these truths. This is the efficacy of the holy name. This is the potency of the holy name. Rupanuga abhiman patetrita hoy, Jaiva dhamma vimukake dharma yinekoi. Faithfully reading Jaiva Dhamma, again, faithfully, carefully, will surely strengthen one's abhiman as a Rupanuga, follower of Rupa Goswami. One who is averse to reading Jaiva Dhamma is certainly devoid of religious principles. Yava jivane jye pade Jaiva Dharma, bhaktiman se jana brita jnana karma. One who faithfully reads Jaiva Dhamma throughout his entire life will be endowed with bhakti and will surely realize the futility of jnana and karma. Krishna ramala seva labhi senara seva sukhi magnaraha sara Krishna para. Such a man, being fully devoted to Sri Sri Radha Krishna, Yugal Kishore, and having attained their Amar Prem Seva, remains forever merged in the bliss of such immaculate, loving service. Yes, he remains submerged in that bliss of immaculate, loving service. So that's the conclusion of our reading of Jaiva Dhamma, to remain submerged in that bliss of immaculate, loving service. So we reached page 741 yesterday, and I'll just read the paragraph prior. We talked about many different things yesterday. We talked about prem in particular, and these three types of prem, the prodha, madhya, and manda. And these were described. And then we began to discuss sneha, and grita sneha, madhu sneha. And grita sneha is like ghee, which is not sweet. Unless sweets are put with ghee, then it's the taste is not so relishable. But madhu sneha, which is the sneha it's been described that Shri Radhika has, this mood of mamata. Radhika has this mood of mamata for Krishna. And Chandravali, having grita sneha, is the mood of tadatmika, or tadmaya, yes, tadiya. This mood of I am yours, rather than you are mine. Quite a big distinction there. And then we talked about hadara, honor, and gaurava, awe and veneration, in connection with sneha and bhav. And we talked about possessiveness, madhyatva, and two conceptions of rati, which I've just described now, imbued with the idea that I am his, and the other type of rati is imbued with the conviction, he is mine. So that grita sneha and madhu sneha were described. So now I'll just read this paragraph here, top of page 741. When Vijay heard about these two types of bhav, his hair began to stand on end. Choked with emotion, he offered his Dandavat Pranam to Sri Guru Goswami and said, "Today I have become fortunate and my human birth has become successful. Although drinking the nectar of your instructions, my thirst to hear is still not satiated. Now please be causelessly merciful to me by explaining about man." Goswami. Man is sneha that has attained the pinnacle of its excellence and has externally assumed a guileful or crooked mood to cause the nayak and nayika to realize a new sweetness. How amazing. The description of his words are amazing. Vijay, how many types of man are there? Goswami, there are two types of man, Udatta and Lalit. Goswami, what is Udatta man? Goswami, there are also two types of Udatta man. One type takes on a submissive mood, Dakshinya Bhav, externally, and a contrary mood, Bhamya Bhav, internally. The other is expressed through extremely cryptic behavior. It hides the barbs of the mind and is characterized by profound gravity, laced with a slight scent of vamya. Udatta man occurs only in grita sneha. So this is only in relationship to Chandravati. Vijay, what is lalit man? I cannot say why, but for some reason I have more interest in it. Goswami, when Madhu Sneha becomes turbulent due to its tendency to boil over, conveying unrestrained and extremely sweet crookedness and humor, it is called Lalit Man. There are also two types of Lalit Man, namely Kutilya Lalit Man and Narma Lalit Man. When the heart independently assumes a crooked nature, it is called Kutilya Lalit Man, and Man that is infused with humor is called Narma Lalit Man. Both types of Lalit Man arise from Madhu Sneha. Vijay, what is Pranaya? Goswami, when Man is imbued with Vishrambha, so that one considers oneself non-different from one's beloved, it is called Pranaya. I described yesterday, my Gurudev used to talk about if you're in the bathroom looking at a reflection of yourself in the mirror, you're like one with that reflection. And you're not shy or anything in front of your reflection at all, it's like you. So that's the feeling in pranaya. It's just a complete oneness with each other. All of these stages up to Mahabhav are beautifully described by Hriday Bon Maharaj in his introduction to the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So we've posted those 14 pages today, so you can refresh through there and get a closer insight into these stages. What is the meaning of Vishrambha in this context, Goswami? Vishrambha is intimate confidence, and it is the intrinsic nature of pranaya. Vishrambha is not the instrumental cause, nimitta karan, of pranaya. Rather, it is the ingredient cause, upadan karan. There are two kinds of Vishrambha, Maitra and Sakya. Vijay, what is Maitra Vishrambha? Goswami, Maitra Vishrambha is the implicit trust that is imbued with courtesy and humility. Vijay, what is Sakya Vishrambha? Goswami, implicit trust is called Sakya Vishrambha when it is free from all types of fear and is imbued with the full confidence that one's beloved is controlled by one's love. Vijay, please clearly explain the interrelationship between pranaya, sneha, and man. Goswami, in some circumstances, pranaya arises from sneha and then develops the characteristic behavior of man. In other cases, man arises from sneha and then becomes pranaya. Therefore, man and pranaya are interchangeably related as cause and effect. So sometimes from sneha, pranaya will arise, and sometimes from sneha, man will arise. It'll go straight to that stage. That's described in a number of places. That is why Vishrambha has been described separately. The appearance of Maitra and Sakya is caused by the differences between Udatta and Lalit. Moreover, there is also the further consideration of Sumaitra and Susakya in pranaya. That is, the prefix su indicates special or good. So how phenomenal, intricate are these subtleties that Rupa Goswami is actually giving us. Vijay, now please describe the symptoms of rag. Goswami, pranaya is called rag in its highest condition, when even extreme distress seems like happiness. Vijay, how many types of rag are there? Goswami, there are two types of rag, ilima rag and raktima rag. Vijay, how many types of Nilima Rag are there? Goswami, there are also 2 types of Nilima Rag, namely Nili Rag and Shyama Rag. Vijay, what is Nili Rag? Goswami, Nili Rag is Rag that has no possibility of becoming weakened, and when it is visible externally, it conceals the other bhavs with which it is combined. This Rag can be seen in Chandravali and Krishna. Vijay, what is Shyama Rag? Goswami, Shyama Rag is the Rag that is displayed through timidity. Osad Hasika. Osad Hasika. Osadasika, and so on. It is manifest somewhat more than Nili Rag and is attained after a long time. Vijay, how many types of Raktima Rag are there? Goswami, there are 2 types, Kusamba Rag and Manjista Rag, Manjista Sambhav Rag. Manjista Sambhav Rag. Vijay, what is Kusumba Rag? Goswami, Kusumba Rag is the Rag that is infused at once within the heart and that manifests its own beauty according to necessity, although it illuminates the splendor of the other Rags at the same time. Kusumba Rag is stable in the heart that has a special capacity to contain it, although it sometimes diminishes when it is mixed with Manjista in Krishna's beloveds. Vijay, what is Manjista Rag? Goswami, Manjista Rag is the Rag that is self-manifest. That is, it is not dependent on others. It is never destroyed, and it is always steadfast. It is never dulled, unlike Kusumba. Such Rag is found in Srimati Radha and Krishna. So there's descriptions in this of this Manjista. It's describing here, just to appreciate how this little book really helps opening out these quite summarized statements of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So, Manjista Rag love is eternal and can never be destroyed. It is independent, without any basis. By the way, the editing obviously in this book is terrible, atrocious. I think that could be bias. Other than itself, for its existence. It eternally increases and becomes... Huh? Page 162. The love of Sri Radha and Krishna is the prominent example of Manjista Rag. So, Purnamasi is speaking to Nandi Mukhi. She says, the peerless, jubilant festival of Sri Sri Radha Krishna's mutual love is eternal. It is never bound by the confines of a single particular birth. Whatever destiny may bring to that couple, their love never wavers. That love is supremely independent and has nothing outside itself from its cause. Those lovers relish the nectar of their association in spite of any fears of discovery by hostile elders. That astonishing blissful love eternally increases in its beauty and opulence. Then there's another example of this. Radharani speaks to Purnamasi. Then you advise me to give up my love for this Krishna, who defeated the Mura demon? My dear affectionate friend, let me ask a benediction from you. Please bless me so that this evening I may become a bumblebee resting in Krishna's forest flower garland, attracted by the sweet fragrance of his mouth. In other words, Radharani is saying to Purnamasi, I will leave my body and pray to take birth as a bumblebee because she cannot give up Krishna. There's another example of this where she does the same thing. So there's different examples given here. So I'll just read that again. Manjista rag is the rag that is self-manifest, that it is not dependent on others. It is never destroyed. It is always steadfast. It is never dulled like kusumba. Such rag is found in Srimati Radha and Krishna. The conclusion is that the bhavs that I've already described, such as Grita Sneha, Udatta, Maitra, Sumaitra, and Nilima, are found in Chandravali, and the Mahishis, such as Rukmini. All the progressively superior bhavs, such as Madhu Sneha, Lalit, Sakya, Susakya, and Raktima, are found fully in Sri Radhika. They are sometimes manifested in Satyabhama and under special circumstances in Lakshmana as well. When I discussed Alamban Vibhav earlier, I analyzed the divisions such as Svapaksh between the various Devis of Gokul, which arise from these different types of bhav. Scholarly personalities take support of transcendental intelligence, the power of pragyan, to comprehend the various separate divisions that can occur by the mutual combination of the 41 other Mukhya Bhavs mentioned in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. I have not given a separate explanation here. Vijay, which Bhavs do you mean when you use the term other Bhavs, Bhavantara? Goswami, this means the Sthai Madhurya Bhav, 33 Vyabhachari Bhavs, and 7 Gona Bhavs, beginning with Hasya. The term other Bhavs, Bhavantara, refers to this total of 41 Bhavs taken together. Vijay, I've understood the subject of rag. Now please explain anurag. Goswami, anurag is eternally newer and newer, and causes one's beloved to be always experienced as new at every moment. I'll read that again. Anurag is eternally newer and newer, and causes one's beloved to be always experienced as new at every moment. Anurag is experienced as new at every moment. Vijay, does this anurag manifest any other fascinating features? Goswami, anurag is manifest in forms such as the sentiment in which the lovers feel that each has subjugated the other by their love, by prem, by chitya, and the desire to take birth among lifeless objects. Anurag also causes the spurti of Krishna to appear at the time of separation. These stages are also described in this Ujjwali Lamani. Vijay, I can easily understand the sense of mutual subjugation and the desire to take birth as an inert object, such as a tree. But please mercifully instruct me about why Chitya is included in Vipralamba. I will tell you about this later. So, in the next chapter, he's going to describe the 4 stages of separation, and Prem Vaichitya is one of those stages. Vijay, that is fine. Then kindly tell me about Mahabhav. Goswami, my dear child, my acquaintance with Brajaras is utterly insignificant. Where am I, and where is the description of the supremely elevated Mahabhav? Nevertheless, I am speaking on the strength of my merciful shiksha, the merciful shiksha I have received from Sri Rupa Goswami and Pandit Goswami. That's Vakrashra Pandit. You should realize that by their mercy alone, I can say something in accordance Sri Rupa Goswami's specifications. When anurag in the form of Yavad Ashray Vritti attains the condition of Swayam Veda Dash, it becomes manifest, prakashita. It is called Bhav or Mahabhav. I'll read that again. When anurag in the form of Yavad Ashray Vritti attains the condition of Swayam Veda Dasha and becomes manifest, prakashita, it is called Bhav or Mahabhav. Vijay. Prabhu, I am thoroughly worthless and destitute. I am inquiring foolishly. Please be compassionate and explain the symptoms of Mahabhav in simple language that is suitable for my understanding. Goswami, Sri Radhikaji is the Ashraya Rag. Sri Nandanandan, in his Sringara form, is the ultimate limit of Vishaya Tattva, and Sri Radhaji is the ultimate limit of Ashraya Tattva. This is the point to appreciate. They are both the ultimate limits of Ashraya and Vishaya. This means that Sri Krishna alone is the supermost Vishaya of Anurag, and Sri Radhaji is the supermost Ashraya. Their Anurag is the Staibhav. When that Anurag reaches its ultimate limit, it is called Yavad Ashray Vritti. In that condition, it attains the Swayamvedya Dasha, the condition that is only completely realized by that special beloved. At that time, Anurag is illuminated by the bhavs such as Sudipta. So we've been through these Ashtasatvika bhavs, starting from Domya, Jwalita, Dipta, Udipta, and Sudipta. So Sudipta is the highest, most intense. Vijay, Aho Mahabhav. What is the meaning of Mahabhav? Today I have understood something. Mahabhav is the ultimate limit of all bhavs. I become intensely eager to hear an example of this Mahabhav. Please be merciful and describe something to satisfy my ears. Goswami, this shlok is an example of Mahabhav. Radhaya bhavatash cha chita chatuni swader vilapya kramad. Yunjan adri nikunja kunjara pate nirduta beda brahmam. Chitraya swayam anvaranyajad iha brahmand harmodaya harmodare. Buyobir navarag hingula bare shringara kuru kriti. Ujvala Nilamani Staibhav Prakarana 155. Sri Radha Krishna continuously enjoy their loving play in the Nikunjas. Vrindadevi, having realized the excellence of their anurag, says to Krishna, O King of mad elephants, who sports in the groves of Govardhan Hill, there is an accomplished artist of the name Sringara Ras, and upon the fire generated from the heart of your two barbs, he has slowly melted your shellac-like hearts and made them one. Then mixing that with profuse quantities of kumkum of your ever-fresh rag, he is painting an astonishing picture upon the inner walls of the grand temple of the universe. There can't be any other writings in existence as exalted as these. Really, this is exceptional, exceptional beauty. Rupa Goswami. Here, Nidut Bed Brahmam means Radha and Krishna have become free from their duality and become one, culminating in the stage of Swayamveda Dasha. The grand temple of the universe should be understood to refer to Yavad Ashray Vritti, and the term he is painting indicates the condition of prakashita, the condition of prakashita. Vijay, where is this Mahabhav to be found? Goswami, Mahabhav is extremely rare, even in the Mahishis headed by Rukmini. It is only experienced by the Brajadevis headed by Sri Radha. Vijay, what is the purport of this? Goswami, Swakya Bhav is present wherever the Nayika is bound by the Nayak by the regulations of marriage. In Swakya Bhav, Rati is Samanjasaha, so it is not competent to attain the most elevated conditions such as Mahabhav. Swakya Bhav is also present in some gopis in Braj, but Parakya Bhav is predominant. In Brajrati is Samartha, so it develops fully and reaches up to the condition of Mahabhav. Vijay, how many types of Mahabhav are there? Goswami, Mahabhav, which is the embodiment of the highest nectar, attracts the heart and causes it to attain its own intrinsic nature. There are two types of Mahabhav, Rudha and Adirudha. Vijay, what is Rudha Mahabhav? Goswami, Rudha Mahabhav is the stage in which all the Sattvika Bhavs are manifest in the Udipta condition. So we've just said those 5 stages. So the Udipta is not the topmost intensity. So this is Rudha Mahabhav. It's also described differently that 5 Sudipta blazing is Rudha Mahabhav and all 8 is Adirudha Mahabhav. But here is described that 8 are there, but in the stage of Udipta. So it can be described differently. Vijay, be merciful and explain the Anubhavs of Rudha Mahabhav. Goswami, in the Rudha Mahabhav, even the passing of a moment is unbearable. This Rudha Mahabhav churns the hearts of those present. A kalpa seems to pass like a moment. Kalpa Shanatva. One feels dejected because of the apprehension that Sri Krishna is undergoing some inconvenience, although he is actually happy. One becomes forgetful of everything, even oneself, although one is not bewildered. And one moment seems to pass like a kalpa, Shana Kalpata. Some of these anubhavs are experienced during meeting and some during separation. So all of this is for our deeper meditation and appreciation. So this is described also here in the Mahabharata. During the Rasa dance, the gopis manifested a nectar river of love for Krishna. This is a big principle to understand. This is on page 165. So their love for Krishna is what is manifesting here. The broken cooing of the awakening swans in that river was the sound of the gopis' voices choked with ecstasy. So if we consider for a moment like the impersonal path doesn't have any object to its prem, so to speak. There's no object, there's no vishaya there. So there's no sambandha, there's no meeting. Whereas here in this highest stage of Mahabhav, there's so much beyond anurag, this mood of total absorption in the object of our attraction. It's Krishna. And I am not in the picture, it's only Krishna that is there. So this is such an exalted stage to appreciate. The waves and whirlpools of that river are the gopis' trembling motions. The playful fish in that river were the gopis' bodily hairs standing up with happiness. Currents of that river were the gopis' tears. The cooling spray in that river was the gopis becoming stunned with joy. The lotus flowers growing in that river were the gopis' transcendental bliss. So there's many descriptions there that we can also read to open out this topic for ourselves. Vijay, even the passing of a moment is unbearable. Please give an example of this to help me understand. Goswami, this bhav is Vaichitya Vipralamba, a particular manifestation of separation. Even in meeting, there is the feeling of being separated, and even a moment's separation is intolerable. That is why when the gopis looked upon Sri Krishna for the first time after so long at Kurukshetra, they cursed Brahmaji, the creator of their eyelids, because the blinking of their eyelids was obstructing their vision of Krishna. Even the time that elapsed during the blinking of their eyes became unbearable. So I think these descriptions are really showing so clearly the nature of the gopis' prem to Krishna. And the sadhak reading these should appreciate, perhaps, for myself anyway, how many millions of miles away we are from having an experience of this nature. So this is very helpful in humbling the heart of the sadhak, because only on the strength of that humility can we go forward. If there's a scent of pride thinking that I've attained or achieved something, then nothing will be successful at all. So this kripa of devotion, it grows, this bhakti-lata kripa, it grows on the support, the pillar of this humility. So even just by hearing about these things, it can have that effect, or should have that effect on the, even Mahaprabhu is saying, na prem gandha darbe, that I have not even a smell of prem. Mahaprabhu is saying like that, not even a scent. So we should think like this. In comparison to the gopis, who are cursing the Creator for their eyes blinking, was obstructing their vision of Krishna. Even the time that elapsed during the blinking of their eyes became unbearable. Vijay, this Rudha Bhav churns the hearts of those who are present. What does that mean? Goswami, for example, at Kurukshetra, when the Mahishis, such as Rukmini, and the kings, such as Yudhisthira, saw the uncommon anurag of the gopis who had come to see Krishna, their hearts were churned. That is what this statement refers to. Fascinating. Vijay, what is kalpa shanatva? Goswami, although the night of the Rasalila was as long as a night of Brahma, it still seemed to be less than a second to the gopis. Such a mood is called kalpa shanatva. Less than a moment. Vijay, please help me to understand the bhav of feeling dejected for fear that Krishna may undergo some inconvenience, although actually he's happy. Goswami, an example is found in the shloka. So this shloka is the last shloka of the Gopi Gita. Yatte sujata charanam buruham staneshu Vitashanai priyatati mai karkasheshu Tena tavimatasi tatvyatatena kimsvit Kurupadi bhramati dir bhavadayu samna. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam 10:31-19, the last verse of the Gopi Gita. Even when the gopis hold the lotus feet of Sri Krishna upon their breasts, they think, it is lamentable that our breasts are so hard. Krishna's soft feet must be feeling pain when we keep them on our breasts. Such regret is called dejection due to the fear of difficulty for Krishna at the time of his happiness. Vijay, what is the phenomenon of forgetting everything, even in the absence of bewilderment? Goswami, all types of bewilderment, moha, are vanquished by the spurti of Krishna within the heart. That is, there is the complete absence of moha. But when the spurti of Krishna occurs, one loses awareness of everything else in the entire world, including one's own body. Very beautiful descriptions. Vijay. What is Shana Kalpata? Goswami. Krishna describes the state of the gopis' separation to Uddhava. Uddhava. When I was with the Brijbasis in Vrindavan, their nights with me seemed to pass like a moment. But instead from me, those same nights appeared to never end. And they felt those nights to be longer than a kalpa. It's described that when Uddhava goes to meets the gopis in Uddhav Kyari after Krishna has left, Krishna has given Uddhava many messages to give. And the gopis are not so satisfied with all the messages to begin with. And then Uddhava tells the gopis to close their eyes for a moment and to remember Krishna. So all these millions of gopis, they all close their eyes for a moment. And in that moment, the entire night of Lord Brahma becomes compressed. And they relish the entire Ras Leela in that single moment. And then after a moment, it's described, Uddhava tells them to open their eyes. And then they're completely satisfied. They've actually just experienced in a moment that compressed stage of time where the entire night of Lord Brahma manifest in their hearts. Because time and space, time is eternal, so it can be compressed like that. So we understand that this seemed to pass like a moment. But in separation from me, those same nights appear to never end. So then the converse is there. When Krishna goes away for 100 years, they're feeling this mohan and this modam, these moods of vipralamba are so extreme. In this way, they would experience the passing of one moment to be like being lost in a vast ocean of time. Vijay, I've understood Ruda Mahabhav. Now please explain Adiruda Mahabhav. Goswami, Adiruda Mahabhav is the mood in which all the anubhavs that are manifested in resolute Mahabhav attain special characteristics that are even more astonishing than those anubhavs in their normal forms. So even the anubhavs in their normal forms are accentuated now in this stage of Adiruda. Vijay, how many types of Adiruda are there? Goswami, there are two types, Modan and Madan. This is actually why we have Madan Mohan, because it's the meeting and the separation. Vijay, what is Modan? Goswami, the Adiruda Mahabhav in which all the Sattvika bhavs of the Nayak and Nayika are aroused to a much greater extent than in the Udipta condition is called Modan. In this Modan bhav, Krishna and Radha feel some anguish and fear because Modan is a separation mood in contrast to Madan. Vijay, please describe the position of Modan. Goswami, Modan does not occur anywhere other than in the ute of Sri Radhika. Modan is the dearest and most delightful pleasure sport of the Hladini Shakti. That's an incredible description and sentence. The pleasure sport of Hladini Shakti within the Modan. So this Modan is the separation mood, the highest separation mood. And it's the place of the pleasure sport for Hladini Shakti. So beautiful description. In some special conditions of separation, Modan becomes Mohan. And as an effect of this helpless condition of separation, all the Sattvika bhavs manifest in the Sudipta condition. So we get an understanding that this Adiruddha in either meeting or in separation is going to come to the same degree of this Sudipta, this highest possible conception. We discussed the other day about the similarities of bliss in meeting and separation. So it's defined here very clearly. We'll see. Vijay, please describe the anubhavs in the stage of mohan. Goswami, Krishna faints while being embraced by another lover. When Radhika feels this mood of mohan, then Krishna, even if he's with another lover, he will faint. One desires Krishna's happiness while personally accepting unbearable distress. This unbearable distress we can't conceive of. We're thinking of the sweetness and speciality of the bliss, but then in Ananda Vrindavan Champu, it's described in their separation mood. The gopis are feeling like they've been bitten by 1,000,000 scorpions. They're being cut by razors. The devastation of their separation is so extreme, which in contrast will heighten the meeting, the mood of the meeting. It's like these are contrasts to glorify the meeting. It's like, for example, day has its glory in contrast to night. Like that, when you have these contrasts like that, the day is glorious in compared to the darkness of the night. So there's a contrast there. Unbearable distress, the bhav called Brahmand Shobha Karita, causes the whole universe to feel anguish, and even birds and beasts begin to cry. The powerful longing that in the event of death, the 5 elements of the body may associate with Sri Krishna. Divya Unmad, divine madness, and other anubhavs also occur in the stage of mohan. The miraculous characteristics of Mahabhav are manifest to the fullest extent in Sri Radhika. Mohan Bhav even more than in Moha, which is included among the Sanchari Bhavs. Vijay, Prabhu, if you consider it to be appropriate, kindly describe 2 symptoms of Divya Unmad. Goswami, when Mohan Bhav attains a unique, indescribable mode of behavior, developing into a wondrous condition that resembles a state of utter confusion, then it is Divya Unmad. It has many different features, such as Udgurnya and Chitra Jalpa. Vijay, what is Udgurnya? Goswami, the state of Divyan Unmad in which many varieties of astounding and uncontrollable endeavors are manifest is called Udgurnya. Radhika experienced Udgurnya when Krishna departed from Mathura. At that time, as if in complete forgetfulness due to feelings of separation from Krishna, Radhika thought, Krishna is coming. He will be here in just a moment. Thinking in that way, she made a bed in the kunj. Sometimes she rebuked the dark clouds, like a nayak who expresses anger towards her unfaithful lover, Kandita. And sometimes she wandered around hurriedly in the dense darkness of the night, like a nayaka who makes a secret journey to meet her lover, Abhisarini. So now we're going to go through the different jalpas that become experienced in this stage of Udgurnya. And this is all from the Brahmara Gita in the 10th canto. So there's going to be 10 descriptions of Radharani's Udgurnya or Chitra Jalpa, these mad talks she's feeling towards Krishna. They're a very, very beautiful meditation. And they're in a progression. They're not just haphazard. If you see them all together, they escalate to a height of abuse. Radharani is abusing Krishna. And in the 5th stage, this Sanjalpa. In this Sanjalpa stage, it's like at a peak. And then towards the end, at the very end, this Sujalpa, then her mood softens towards Krishna. To begin with, she's chastising, like we know the story of the bumblebee coming. So she's chastising that bumblebee very heavily in the beginning, but then gradually through those moods of Divya Unmad, then they soften towards the end. So we'll discuss this tomorrow. We'll go through this tomorrow. I don't know how much we can digest in one reading. These are very intense descriptions indeed. Super intense descriptions. And I'm simply just reading them through. But with the hope or the understanding that the devotees hearing them in their, according to their own adhikas, etc., will perhaps take some inspiration to go more deeply into the subject matter. And this is always going to be to our great advantage in the path of bhakti, to go deeper and deeper into here, to understand this loving relationship between Radha and Krishna. It's so intense, but it's not quite beyond description because it's been described, which is amazing. But it's being described as beyond description practically, but at the same time, Rupa Goswami has defined it to give us an impression of the vastness of these exchanges. Extraordinary. Jai Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai, Ananta Kota Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Go Premanandi, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai, Jaiva Dharma ki jai. Tomorrow we'll be speaking from Noida, near Delhi, and we'll just continue there. Jai. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhubhya Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnave Namo Namah.